Hello, and welcome to Gus McDowell's Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. I'm Nick McDowell. Today, we're playing Sonorous Combat Systems Fleet Command, an operational level naval combat simulator from 1998. Please remember to like the video and subscribe for more great strategy and tactics content. And if you want to buy me a coffee, the links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. In this campaign, the Peacemakers, we look at a series of peacekeeping operations undertaken by America and its allies in the alternate 1990s world of Fleet Command. In this scenario, Macho Madness, Brazil and Argentina fight over fishing rights. In real life, in all matters except of course soccer, Brazil and Argentina have maintained close and cordial relations for decades. For instance, Brazil supported Argentina's claim to the Falkland Islands against the United Kingdom, and both sides maintained close military cooperation to this day. However, this scenario draws from the historical lobster war between Brazil and France. The so-called Guerra de la Costa, or Conflit de la Langouste, was a dispute over fishing rights. In 1962, the dispute almost led to armed conflict. In this scenario, a similar dispute between Brazil and Argentina has led the Argentine government to send a frigate to protect their fishing boats. Brazil has responded by sending 2 frigates with orders to engage and destroy any Argentine ships. A further insult is that of all their ships, the Argentines have sent the ARA Rosales, named after a colonel who fought in the 1820s Cisplatin War between Brazil and Argentina. Brazil considers this choice of frigate a deliberate provocation. In response, it sends the guided missile frigates F-48 Bosísio and F-47 Dodsworth. The Dodsworth participated in the Falkland Islands War as the HMS Brilliant, sinking the Argentine submarine Santa Fe and shooting down 3 A-4 Skyhawks. By authority of the Admiral of the 5th Naval District, with headquarters at Rio Grande, you are tasked to seek out and destroy Argentine military units operating within 25 nautical miles of 3630 South, 5120 West. Assets under your command are the frigates Dodsworth and Bosísio, if available. You are authorised to destroy all Argentine frigates. Avoid casualties to civilian ships and aircraft. Two Brazilian frigates are steaming east of the Rio de la Plata. They have detected 2 ESM tracks to the east and southeast. Surface contacts. This is the Dodsworth, a broadsword class frigate, formerly HMS Brilliant.
Get those aircraft airborne. Will do.
She orders her embarked Superlynx Mark III's to launch.
Green deck, get those aircraft airborne. Will do. Out.
The second frigate, the Bosísio, also orders her embarked Superlynx to launch. One of the contacts is a civilian fishing boat, as is the second. No sign of the Argentinians. The Dodsworth is a broadsword-class guided missile frigate. The class is operated by the United Kingdom and Brazil. She has 430-foot length, 44-foot beam, and a maximum speed of 30 knots. Her sensors include active sonar, active intercept, surface ESM, visual, ship-air radar, ship surface radar, low-frequency passive sonar, and fire control radar. Her weapons include ESSM surface-to-air missiles, in real life the Seawolf, 2 40mm Bofors cannon, 4 Exocet missiles, and Stingray torpedoes. The Bosísio is also a broadsword-class guided missile frigate. This is the area around the Rio de la Plata, or River Plate. It was the site of a famous naval battle in World War II. The mission description told us the Argentine ship would be at 3630 South and 5120 West. Let's mark that on the map. here. The Bosísio activates her sensors. The lead ship, Dodsworth, stays MCON black for now. The Battle of the River Plate was fought in the South Atlantic on the 13th of December 1939 as the first naval battle of the Second World War. The Kriegsmarine heavy cruiser Admiral Graf Spee, commanded by Captain Hans Langsdorff, engaged a Royal Navy squadron commanded by Commodore Henry Harwood, comprising the light cruisers HMS Ajax, HMS Achilles, and the heavy cruiser HMS Exeter. After the battle, the Graf Spee withdrew and eventually scuttled herself. The battle is generally regarded as a British victory. The BNS Bosísio was a former Royal Navy Type 23 frigate, HMS Brazen, purchased by Brazil in November 1994 and commissioned into the Brazilian Navy in August 1996. The Brazilian Navy decommissioned the frigate in September 2015 and sank her during a missile acts in 2017. Both ships start readying their helicopters on the flight decks. In the far distance, the dawn is almost about to break. The helicopters take off. This is a Super Lynx with the Bosísio in the background. The Super Lynx is operated by France, Germany, Brazil, Pakistan and Malaysia. It operates under the names Lynx Mark IV, Sea Lynx Mark 88, Super Lynx and Lynx. It has a speed of 140 knots, maximum altitude of 10,000 feet and range of 340 nautical miles. Sensors include aircraft visual, aircraft radar, medium range, aircraft EMS medium range, dipping sonar and magnetic anomaly detection for anti-submarine warfare. Weapons can include the Sea Skua air-to-surface missile and Mark 46 torpedo. This helicopter carries 2 Mark 46 torpedoes. The Super Lynx from the Dodsworth activates aircraft radar.
Emergency racket bearing 132.
Almost immediately, the Super Lynx detects a new contact. Track 5673 is the Argentine ship Rosales, Frigate 42. The Rosales P-42 is an Espora-class guided missile frigate. She is 278 feet in length, 30 foot in beam, with a maximum speed of 27 knots. Her sensors include medium-frequency active sonar, active intercept, surface ESM, visual, ship air radar, ship surface radar, and fire control radar. Her weapons include a 76mm gun, 2 twin 40mm cannons, 2 triple tubes of A244 torpedoes, and 4 MM38 Exocet missiles. Notably, the ship does not have any surface-to-air missiles or close-in weapon systems. In real life, this ship participated in the 1991 Gulf War and is still operational in 2022. The orders give weapon release authority to the ships on identifying Argentine ships near the reference mark. The captain of the Dodsworth orders a single Exocet to be fired at the Rosales.
Hero track 5673 will do. Weapon away, track 5.
Roger.
The Exocet launches from the bow of the Dodsworth and curves into its flight path.
Hero track 5673 will do. Weapon away, track 5.
Roger.
Dodsworth and Bosísio both order their second helicopters to launch.
Launching aircraft, roger out.
Launching aircraft. Roger.
This will take another 15 minutes. The Exocet missile has a maximum speed of 570 knots and range of 80 nautical miles, with a 165 kg warhead. Other sources list the Exocet with a maximum speed of 620 knots. The variant in use in this scenario is likely to be the MM38, which is a surface-launched variant deployed on warships. It has an operational range of 22 nautical miles, or around 41 kilometres. These missiles were used operationally in the Falklands War, where they sank the HMS Sheffield and SS Atlantic Conveyor, and damaged the HMS Glamorgan. During the Iran-Iraq War, Exocet missiles also hit and damaged the USS Stark. Now at this stage, you may be wondering why the Dodsworth, closer to the target area, is MCON black, but the Bosísio to the rear is emitting. Both the Brazilian and Argentinian ships carry the Exocet missile as their primary ship-killing weapon. Note the range. It is likely the Rosales has detected the Bosísio, but Bosísio and Rosales are out of exocet range of each other, 22 nautical miles for the MM38. The Rosales is less likely to have detected Dodsworth, which is within range. Remember, the Rosales has no surface-to-air missile or close-in weapon system capability, only its guns. The white puffs are the guns from the Rosales trying to shoot down the exocet. The exocet closes the Rosales. Hit! The exocet hits amidships and causes a fire in the Rosales. Secondary explosions. Rosales is damaged but not destroyed. On board, damage control parties work frantically to bring the fires under control. After a quick battle damage assessment, the captain of the Dodsworth orders another exocet engagement.
Hero track 5673. Wilco out. Missile away. Track 5673.
That Brazilian sailor has a very American accent. The Superlynx continues to the southwest.
Roger out.
Over 10 minutes to the next helicopter launch. The damage control parties on Rosales have done excellent work bringing the fires under control. Back to the logic of the lead ship Dodsworth remaining MCON black while the trail ship Bosísio emits from its radars. The range from Rosales to the Dodsworth is almost 22 nautical miles. And from Rosales to Bosísio is 44 nautical miles. In other words, Rosales can see Bosísio but not engage it, whereas it cannot see Dodsworth, which is within exocet range. So, Dodsworth can engage Rosales with its exocet. The second exocet closes the Rosales. Again, remember the Rosales has no surface-to-air missile or close-in weapon system capability, only guns. Vampire, vampire, vampire! All hands, brace for impact.
Hero track 5673.
The second exocet destroys Rosales. The brave ship rolls to starboard and disappears beneath the waves of the South Atlantic. Mission accomplished. Meanwhile, the Brazilians were ordered to sink the Argentinian ship, But there is no hatred between those in peril on the sea.
Affirmative.
Affirmative out.
Affirmative.
Both helicopters and the Dodsworth immediately make best speed to the last known position of the Rosales to rescue as many survivors as remain. The laws of humanity and the requirements of the public conscience prevail. Once the survivors are on board, they are treated with dignity and respect by their fellow warriors. Mission accomplished. The Dodsworth and Bosísio are both unharmed, as are their respective Lynx helicopters. Rosales Frigate 42 killed by Dodsworth Frigate 47 with Exocet for 750 points. Sunk Frigate Rosales. Good job sinking the Rosales Argentine frigate. Frigates destroyed. Brazil's fishing rights have been protected from foreign intervention. Let's watch the replay. The frigates detect and identify the fishing boats. Both frigates ready and launch helicopters. Rosales detected and the first Exocet launched. Hit. Quick battle damage assessment and Dodsworth launches the second Exocet. Hit and destroyed. Both Super Lynx and the Dodsworth make for the area to commence rescue operations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for the next episode.